I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. We are back in the kitchen again, which means today we're gonna try to make something again. And this time we're actually gonna try and cook something that I tried and tested a few months back. It's an extremely popular cafe that very recently opened in Sydney. And when it did open, it attracted so many people, massive crowds, and wait times were like over an hour. This restaurant is called Graham Cafe and they serve a very special type of Japanese souffle pancakes. Now, I didn't go to this cafe at the height of its popularity because as much as I love food, I would never stand in line for over an hour to wait for something. But I waited till the hype died down a little bit and I did try the cafe and I did try their signature pancake, and I gotta say it is as beautiful as it looks on pictures. It's like 3 little clouds gently stacked on top of each other with a bit of butter, with a bit of sugar, with a bit of maple syrup, and when you bite into it, it's like you're dancing on clouds. Is it something that I want to eat again? Yes, but it's also something that I would want to try to make myself because I had a look at the ingredients. I googled how to make these pancakes when I got back home, and the ingredients list actually isn't that extensive. You don't need that many ingredients, and it doesn't seem like it's too difficult to cook. I looked up a cooking video online, and so today we're gonna put me to the test to see if I can recreate the beautiful, jiggly, wobbly Japanese souffle pancakes. So we need 2 egg whites, 2 egg yolks, vanilla extract, flour, sugar, and that's pretty much it. I think we can do it. Let's go. So I've got 3 different types of flour. I've got low gluten flour, wheaten flour, and I've also got high gluten flour. And I looked up what they actually are used for and what is the difference between the 3. Low gluten flour can be used for making things like cakes and like sweets. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I reckon the low gluten flour is our best bet for now, and I'm gonna use this flour to make our first batch of Japanese souffle pancakes. Okay, first things first, we need to add 2 egg yolks and then whisk it up. And then after that, we add 1 tablespoon of milk and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I don't have like a big sift for flour, but I do have this. So it is a little bit smaller, but I think it'll do the job. The whisk worked out surprisingly well. Okay, so then we need to mix the flour with the egg yolk, and after that we whisk up 2 egg whites. See, I don't have like a automatic whisk thing, so I'm just gonna have to whisk it by hand, and I need to make sure to be careful not to over whisk it because I think there's like a specific consistency that it needs to be. I think the whisking of the egg white, sorry, is gonna take a lot longer than expected, but I'm determined to make this work. All right, and then midway through we can start to add some sugar. I think it's either 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon. So I need to get the meringue to a consistency like this one. I think we're ready, look. Yeah? Okay, next up we add just a bit of the meringue into the egg yolk and flour mix, and then we mix it together. And looking at the video, they say that at first it's not gonna mix well, you just gotta keep at it and not give up. And then it should have a thinner consistency than the original egg yolk and flour mixture. See, now it's kind of I guess a thinner texture than originally when it was just the egg and flour batter. And then we add a little bit more meringue to it and continue to gently mix. Okay, I have been extremely gentle when I've been, I guess, folding in the meringue. I might just fold it a few more times just to, you know. Okay, according to the instructions, so they oil the pan and then they wipe it off. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Check out my camera stand right now. I just need to make sure I don't like accidentally pull this out, because then this whole thing would just fall. We don't really need to wait. I can already tell that I failed because it's not standing up like how it's supposed to. I feel like it's my meringue's fault because that's what keeps it up. All right, my first batch of pancakes is done. This is what it looks like. It looks very vastly different to the one that I had at Graham. I'm gonna add some maple syrup that my friend bought me from Canada, and I'm also gonna add some butter to it as well, and then we'll give this a test. Is it fluffy? No. Is it soft? Not really. Is it tasty? Yeah, I like it. Is it anything like the pancakes that I ate at Graham Cafe? Absolutely not. It's more like the Macca's pancakes that you get for breakfast. I don't mind it, but so far this has been a bit of a fail. I'm gonna try again. Okay, I'm gonna try and do another batch of meringue, add it to my remaining egg batter, and see if it improves. This is batch number 2 of the meringue. It looks a little bit better, right? I think I'm gonna whisk it a little bit more, just so that I get soft peaks, and then we'll gently fold it into the remaining egg batter. Hopefully this one works out better than the first one. All right, time to put all this to the test again. Okay, this batch looks slightly more promising than the previous batch. Like, at least I could layer it up and make it look bigger and like thicker, but we'll see how it turns out. Oh no, long side. Okay, so I ended up burning it a little bit, but hopefully it still forms that shape so I can stack it up perfectly. It still smells okay, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Guys, this is what I managed to get. This is still a fail. But we're gonna give it a go and see how it tastes. The previous one didn't look good, but it was still like, it still had that golden brown thing. But this one it just burnt so easily. All right, here we go. A pathetic attempt at making a souffle pancake. It's extremely eggy. And although like some parts of it is very, very burnt, the parts that aren't burnt, it actually doesn't taste too bad. Does anyone want to try? No. Hello, we are back again. New day, fresh start. We're gonna try to make the Japanese souffle pancakes, 3rd attempt. This time I managed to get myself a electronic mixer. Hopefully it will work out a lot better this time. Okay, I've also watched a few more videos and I've tweaked kind of the ingredients and the proportions of the ingredients a little bit. This time we have 3 eggs, 2 egg yolks and 3 egg whites, and everything pretty much stays the same. So let's get to work and let's try and make these pancakes good this time. All right, so we will be starting with 2 egg yolks, which I'll crack, and then I'll separate it so we get the egg whites. Okay, and then we whisk 2 egg yolks, add milk, and add vanilla extract. And then we add our sifted flour and also half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we just mix the egg yolk, milk, flour, and baking powder together. And now we gotta do the egg whites. I'm gonna add 1 more egg white to my bowl of egg whites and then whisk it with an electronic mixer. Okay, I think the consistency is right. The consistency of the meringue is okay. So I'm gonna add it to my egg yolk and flour mixture and then afterwards gently fold it in. I think we have our mixture. I feel like it looks a little bit better than what I had yesterday. I was very, very gentle when I folded it. I think I'm going to give them a few more folds and then I think we're ready to cook them. Okay, so firstly we add the oil and then we wipe it away so there's not too much oil. These ones look a lot more promising than my previous ones that I did yesterday, so I'm really, really excited to see how it actually turns out. Alright, I think it is now time to flip these pancakes over. I think this was a lot more successful than my previous two, but I flipped it over. It was kind of like a hit or a miss. There was one that I flipped relatively well. The other two kind of like splattered on the pan as I flipped it, but I'm gonna like heat it with the covers on for about a minute and then we'll plate and then we'll taste. Okay, do you know what I think? I think this was a moderate success. Like, it turned out, look, it didn't turn out as beautiful as we had in the shops or the video that I saw on YouTube, but it still looks all right. It's not burnt. It has a bit of like height to it and it smells really, really nice. I'm gonna add some butter and I'm gonna put some maple syrup on it and then we're gonna give these a taste test. This is pretty good. This is a lot more light and a lot more fluffy and a lot more similar to the pancakes that I had at Graham Cafe. It is definitely not as dense and thick and hard as the pancakes that I made yesterday. It's very airy on the inside. Not as airy as what I had at the cafe, but you know, I'd say like it's 40% there. Alright, and that is it for today. I'd say the pancakes were a moderate success. It definitely wasn't as fluffy or as cloud-like as the ones that I had from the cafe, but it definitely was a lot better than what I did yesterday. If you have any tips on how I can make this a lot better and a lot sort of thicker, let me know in the comments below. If you've tried this recipe, let me know how you go. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Fridays. Check them out if you have time. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Like if you cut away the burnt bits,
which is the whole pancake,
and you add butter and maple syrup, it's actually not that bad.
So you just ate butter and maple syrup and Janice?
Why?